About a week ago, Sandra and everyone, ExecuNet hosted a summit of recruiters, executive recruiters. Hundreds gathered to share and workshop their frustrations and challenges with selecting and hiring candidates at the executive level. And among other things, the overwhelming majority concluded that executives are not especially good at communicating their narrative. The executive mic drop, in fact, was brought up not with those words, not using that terminology, but I'm wondering, Sandra, if you could share more of the common missteps, pardon me, when executives are in a situation where they control their narrative and fail to do that and communicate in a way that's compelling. What are some other missteps aside from the mic drop that you've noticed that maybe you could alert our audience to today?
Well, I think most of it involves sharing too much. And it's not that you're sharing bad things. It's just that when there is, I'm going to give you a little example that I ran into a lot with CFOs. And that was around their fascination around the scenario of the situation. So they'd be talking about something about their experience. And I'm talking about, okay, we had to do this secondary offering. And they're going into probably 5 minutes of setting up the story as to why the company needed to do a secondary offering. And what happens is, while it may be interesting, and while you may share lots of interesting information, and people will be engaged with this information, that doesn't necessarily mean that it was the information they needed to really champion you to everybody else. So in feedback, it usually sounds like this. I talked to the candidate. How did it go? Oh, it went fantastic. We talked for 90 minutes. We had this, we hit it off. You know, he even liked sailing too. Turns out we even know some of the same people. On and on and on. I said 90 minutes. Wow, I was told this was only going to be 45. So I talked to the client and I get feedback, and the feedback was like, wow, that is one interesting guy. He is just one super guy. I mean, not right for the role or anything, but great guy. So I think there's a common misconception that having a good connection is going to sell you.